of an interesting choice by the Fried. I mean, Papa Smurf was a role star. He is probably one of the best main tanks that are left in playoffs, and it's a bit of an interesting choice to have him subbed out right now. Oh, they wanted Nepal.
Yeah, no. Now we have a.
All right, looks like we'll be open with Nepal, and yeah, like Cajun's been a kind of a flex player, like all throughout the season, flexing between both main tank and main support. So we either see him, running it down as Reinhardt or skidding around the map as Lucio.
Yeah.
But he's shown consistency across both roles. So we'll see tonight, whether they opt to keep doing this strategy where they swap him like between the two roles, or if they're just gonna have him and Papa Smurf just tag out for the main tank. We're not sure. It's been seen in both scrims and in playoff games, so it's just gonna be a matter of what the Fried have planned for us today.
Yeah, this should be a good one, I gotta say, especially with just these two rosters. I mean, Fried is looking on paper. They're looking like they're gonna beat Pingsocks, but Evster and Unbreakable, both role stars, they should be pretty set. So
Yep.
We're gonna have to.
Absolutely. If there's one thing I've learned through like my experience with Paris is that you can never count out their TPS. Like the second you think the fight's over, you'll like Evster has such clutch potential, and Nervy is the model of consistency across the DPS. So we'll be going into our first match today, which we will be opening up on Control on Nepal here.
Select your hero.
Yeah. So this should be a really interesting one. We have, we're here on Nepal Village. It's the one with the little room on it, and this is a good map for like brawly type comps. You see some Reaper, some Zarya, some Symmetra. I'm really interested to see what both teams come out with here, because there might be some Bastion in there. It's very possible. I mean, both of these teams are they're probably really feeling themselves right now.
Yeah, there's generally two different ways to approach this map. Some teams like to like brawl all over the place and abuse the high ground and fight here and there and take the chokes. Other teams like to go for like a Mei and a Symmetric kind of composition, which we're currently seeing from both teams.
Yeah.
It looks like they'll be planning on rushing to the point and just locking it down and saying this is our house.
So Evster has actually switched over to the Reaper, and we have Fancy on the Sigma, but Soytab is on the Orisa.
Alright,
both interesting picks right there. But
yep, we have first fight opening up. The Reinhardt swing back. The Maywall has isolated members of Paris, but they managed to sustain through the damage. Fried did not move on to the point, and Paris are looking, but Ranger falls early, and so is Soytab. With the Paris tank line moving, like missing, now they gotta fall back. They got no choice.
Yeah, I think that Soytab should be switching over to that Sigma, not the Zarya like he's known for, but the Sigma just adds a lot of poke pressure and another shield, a 900 HP shield, which is just much better than Orisa's. So as we see here, we see Soytab start to go in a little bit, and yeah, they're just kind of engaging here. Maywall comes out, but nothing really coming of it. Anarchy is got some big damage on there. Huge picks by Fancy and Anarchy onto Nervy, and Anarchy is just popping off here, just closing out these kills. This is what we need to see right now.
Yeah, Fried is doing a really good job of like not letting Paris bait them off this point. With a composition like this composition is meant to hold its ground and not go anywhere. And if you come into their house, they're kicking you right out.
Exactly. Anarchy really needs to be popping off right here.
Yep.
Definitely already showing that he could be up for player of the match of this match right now. So you see here, they're going from up top right now. And
Paris is going to be taking a slightly different approach here now with the Zarya instead of the Orisa. So let's see if it pays off with the use of the bubbles.
Fancy with a big stun on the Soytab right there. The shield comes out, and Nervy is walled in, but is able to escape. But Anarchy takes on range, and
that's a good shatter.
Or a shielded shatter by Cajun.
Yep, Pride are gonna try pushing it and try to like capitalize on this and take the ult charge if they can.
Yeah.
Evster manages to get out, but unfortunately the rest of his teammates aren't so lucky.
Exactly. If you're a Dallas Pride fan right now, I would be very happy. They have a huge ult economy right now with 5 ults online, and they're 85%. It's last fight territory right now.
Let's up the tempo.
It's looking pretty good. So we see them go up top again.
Yep,
Yeah.
this is gonna be final fight, so it's do or die right now for this round for Paris. They
It
need to
really is. It is
get
grind
most of
time
the
right
goals.
now. And Toad with a big mail right there. Gluttony takes down Soytab, and a window comes out. Both the Blizzard and Toad takes down Unbreakable, and Cajun takes down Evster. And it's looking really good right now if you're
The
Fried.
Blizzard's
They
out, but
are all
right now
blizzarded up.
it's a 6-3. It's a hard situation to win. And Ranger's looking low. He
Sigma ult
falls.
right there, and a wall onto the point will keep Paris out. And that is the first part. Nepal Village 100-0 right now. It's looking very good.
It's looking very strong so far for Pride. But that's the thing about about Nepal Village. Like if you have the right composition and you win that first fight and get yourself on a point, it could be so hard for attacking teams to dislodge you from there. You have you got to walk through 2 shields on Maywall, possible Blizzard turrets. Like it's such an unbreakable wall to get through. And
It is.
Pingsocks on the first round just not able to find the answer.
So we're gonna see a double shield comp come out with and a brawl on the side of Pingsocks, and it's looking like for this map specifically, it looks like Fried is a bit of an advantage in the composition, but we'll just have to see how it plays out for them. Yeah, and Unbreakable starts raining down some shots, and nothing's really happening right now as they engage on the point. Anarchy takes down Nerve Titan. Huge pick right there as I was trying to engage, but a huge pick by Mine onto Fancy. But Anarchy is closing out kills right now.
It's gonna be clutch time now.
This Evster is just in the back firing shots, but he's not able to find it. He finds Cajun as soon as I said that, so cast the curse right there. And Soytab is the only one left on point as Anarchy takes down Evster and Mindbale.
Yeah, but look, it's gonna be looking
Nervy
like
coming back and killing Anarchy with the bubble.
it looks like
on
they
his
might. It looks like
he's
Nervy wanted to go. Nervy wanted to go for the quick recontest there, but unfortunately his tanks were too far behind him, so he just like gets picked off by the spam damage.
Yeah, Toad right now on this Torbjorn. He's got the turret on the point. He's just raining some molten shots from across the map right now. It's looking really good for him. And it looks like right now Pingsocks are trying to go in for a they're trying to engage on them right now. But you know, with the poke comp, they can probably just need to rotate around, and it's just looking really good for them.
Yep, and that's exactly what we're seeing. You know, Paris wants to run directly into them, but you know, Frank can just walk around and just break shields. Eventually Paris runs out of resources, and now they're getting engaged upon. It's gonna be hard. Like if Ranger's shield has got to be low.
It definitely is, and right now all they're trying to do is just poke at them. But if you want to poke comp, you got to do the double shield right now. Like
Gluttony falls early, so there's no immortality field right now for the Pride.
But Toad gets a trade onto Mind Veils, and that's it. It's looking pretty good for Pride right now. And as Ranger is swinging in, and Fancy with the huge signal right there gets Evster and Toad with all of these picks. He's got his hot molten core onto the point right now, and Firecracker takes down 2 just for the cleanup. And it's looking really good for Fried right now. They are showing that they are not a team of all talk. They have fought their way through losers bracket. Just
exactly. So right now, with Fried are playing, you know, what's typically known as a spam composition. You know, they don't want to brawl against Reinhardt. They just want, you know, keep their just like you can see. There's not a single member of Fried on the point because the point isn't where they want to be.
Big window from Unbreakable right there, shooting through Evster, and
it's a nice pick on the Firecracker.
Kills Firecracker, and it looks like they're gonna have to disengage here, but they're starting to go in. Toad takes down Nervy Titan, which is a huge pick, and Gluttony takes down Ranger, but the grab comes out and not really able to do much, but takes down Anarchy, which is a big pick, and it looks like Fried is just gonna have to reset here. But Toad is just picking up so many picks right now, and I don't know how the man is doing it.
Of course, incoming. He's trying to, you know, he's trying to
core onto the point, and he's able to pull it back for his team. What a clutch legend what a legend Toad is. And Ranger jumped onto the point just for a contest, but dies to the molten core. And Evster just shooting in. Soytab comes in on the ball, and
it's not gonna be long for this world though.
It's taken out by Anarchy. Unbreakable on point now. They're just staggering respawns, and Fried are about to take this 200-27, and it's looking really good.
The hammer's out. He's going for the hammer kill. Toad gets the hammer kill on
hammer kill by Toad.
Really just driving in the absolute disrespect.
So disrespectful from Toad, but that's what we love to see here. We love to see those hammer kills right now. And Fancy with this big play of the game, his Sigma has just been on fire today. And those are some huge fluxes from him.
Yep, a lot of people are kind of sleeping on the Sigma pick these days. You know, a lot of people thinking that Double Shield is dead after the shield nerfs, but Sigma has proven himself to be such a flexible hero. You know,
Yeah,
be able to work with those hog one tricks you have in your ranked games, the Rhines, the Orissas. Like,
about a nickel for every time.
yep, Sigma seems to be just the tank that can do it all, and we've got Fancy coming out here proving that he knows how to make Sigma do it all just for
Yeah.
his team.
I gotta say, Cajun over on that main tank actually putting in a lot of work, really pushing the aggression. And whenever he's on the Orisa, he's able to hold back enough and just poke at them and just get the advantage that they need and the space for Anarchy and Toad to pop off. And it's looking really good for Fried right now as we go into map 2.
Yep, Fred did a really good job of playing it patient and exerting self-control there. There's a lot of teams that take control on Village or even on that map that we just got done with University. Sanctum. And they get impatient. They either like leave point because they want to rush to chokes on Village, or they just hunker down on point because that's the objective. Got to stay there. But you see there with Fried, giving point completely on one of those fights over to Paris in order to, in exchange for the space that they needed to just spam them down.
Yeah, it's Fried are just looking fantastic right now. They've really, you can tell that they're really experienced with this comp right now. Like that double shield is really benefiting them. Like Gluttony is getting huge windows, getting huge value out of it. Toad, not Dorado, what? Toad is just getting a lot of value on that Torb. All of his Molten Cores have gotten at least 1 or 2 kills, which is absolutely fantastic if you're a Fried player. But if you're a Pingsocks player, like your feet are getting burned. Like you got to get new shoes, man.
Yeah, so right now
really
we begin to see, kind of this becomes more of the mental game that I was talking about earlier, after taking, such a hard first map loss where is nearly 100-0 both rounds. Now you got to mentally reset and pull yourself back together and go at this and try to get a fresh mentality for the next map, because it's not over till it's over. Reverse sweeps happen all the time. Maps get given up for free, and then it's a roll the rest of the way. So
if you're a Pingsocks fan right now, who do you need to really step it up right now in this match? Like who needs to up their game right now and just beat their mirror? Like who is
like
that
I gotta be honest. I need, like, if Paris is gonna win this game, they need to see improvement from Ranger. He's not. I don't think he's measuring aggression well. I'm seeing him swinging when he's 100, like sub 100 HP, and he's getting punished for it. He died first a few of those fights, despite not even being on point. And when you lose your main tank, even if you're running 2 of them, if you're doing a like Ryan Orisa comp, like losing a main tank, regardless of the composition, is going to be crippling to the team fight. So
it definitely is, yeah.
so across the span of this match, I would love to see improvement from Ranger, seeing him be able to like measure that aggression more, like conserve shield until he actually needs it. Like Rush is fine if you want to play into spam, but like they need to do it right, and he's wasting a lot of shield. And
he's not exactly that leader that Cherry was. But on the side of Fried right now, who do you think is really popping off? Who do you think is their MVP right now?
Well, first round is definitely, like, I wanted to say Anarchy, but let's be real, he was playing Symmetra, like the hero basically plays itself. But like the absolute domination we saw from Toad there on Torbjorn, like people could say it's a turret, but you can see like when the turret is getting the kills, and it's actually Toad's rivet gun and his molten cores getting a lot of this damage out. He's landing. He's taking the aggressive angles, span them out. He's making sure to keep his distance so it can't be contested. And he's just raining fiery hell onto the Paris team.
Yeah, he's just getting so much more value than any Torb really should be. He's even gotten a hammer kill. It's like one of the first hammer kills in all of Altitude. And so now we're going to start off here. We're going to start the second map of Altitude Esports Mock Overwatch League Losers Round 3. I'm your host, Famel, and this is Wayward, and let's get into it.
All right, let's go.
So, what?
Oh, and thank you, 23 Nemesis, for the follow, and Monica_OverW. Appreciate
Thank
you guys following the stream. Hope you're enjoying
Big follows,
the
big
content
follows.
that we're putting out today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big dubs, big dubs.
If you guys are new to the stream, this is the Altitude Mock Overwatch League season playoffs. This is round 3 of the losers bracket. So whichever team loses today goes home, and whichever team wins today has to go through the Philadelphia Fission, and the winner of that match will take on the New York XL at our grand finals.
Grand champions, baby. We going back to back. I'm telling you, man. All right, but we see a brawl comp coming out here. We see Gluttony on the Baptiste instead of the Ana. A bit of a pocket pick here. An interesting play. Most teams are not going to know what to do. They've just been playing around Ana nades and sleeps for a while, but should be good. And we see another brawl comp with the Baptiste instead of Ana here from Pingsocks as they rotate right and start to go in.
Yep, I always like the Baptiste more.
Toad is spamming from the high ground. Cajun gets walled off.
Good balls from both teams, but Cajun manages to slip his way out.
Yep.
Just escape artist in and of itself.
Yeah, Toad up on the high ground, but gets knocked down by Mind Bales. They're starting to engage on him. Ranger is just swinging in right now. He's keeping him up really well, but he's falling really low. Cajun takes him out as Soytype takes down Fancy, and Fried is just...
one, and then the Zarya falls as well.
And then Anarchy takes down Mine. But Unbreakable takes on Firecracker, which is some good spawns that you wanna take out. And right now it's looking like Paris is just gonna have to reset here with 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah. Now if you're Paris right now, you want to reset as fast as possible, and possibly, you know, it's unlikely because you killed a Lucio and a Reinhardt with charge, but you want to get in there as soon as possible before they have the opportunity to reset.
Yeah, a big win that comes out here from Unbreakable. Let's see if they can get any value. Cajun falls to Nervy Titan right there, and Nervy Titan is just popping off right now. It's taking out everybody, and Soytype takes down Anarchy, but Toad's up on the high ground just spamming everyone out. And they're following Firecracker into the background right now.
At this point. Now this is what I was talking about, like in the prior game. Like you can never Paris' DPS are just so good, and like when you need answers, they'll give them to you. Granted, they're partying through a Baptiste amplification matrix, so it doubles the damage. But still, the shot that don't hit don't hurt, and they're landing those shots.
5 minutes on the attack on point B here as Paris Pingsocks already starts to push up, gets the Blizzard off right there, but Anarchy is using that big Creole. Ranger's shield is down and he gets taken out with the Deadeye, and Gluttony takes on Esther, and it's just clean up here.
Yeah.
As Pingsocks is already falling again on another attack with 5 minutes remaining. Not a bad time bank, actually a really good one right now. If you're Pingsocks, there's something to be hopeful about. And Nervy gets a fat stagger onto him, but Anarchy punches him right in the skull.
I have to think that was a misplay from Ranger. He kind of just stood out in the open. He was just caught out in the open, like too far away from a natural cover when that.
He really was a deer in headlights right there. There's a Blizzard behind him and a wild gunman in front of him, and there's nothing he could really do.
Yeah, the McCree sees through shields. It will kill you.
It will kill you, yeah. Cajun playing a bit aggressive up here with Toad. On this off angle, ready to wall whenever his team needs it. Looks like he's spamming there a little bit. He gets the Blizzard off, and it looks like a big one right now. And it catches Ranger. Big slam onto Cajun, or onto Ranger, as Esther's in the back, but not able to get anything. Cajun's shield protects Toad, who he stuns up, and Nervy takes down Toad anyway, just showing like, you know, Esther started this. I'm gonna.
Toad just kind of, Nervy just kind of put Toad against his May wall and just shot him execution style. But at that point, most of Paris is dead, so it's only just bragging rights at that point. And now, Paris is back to the drawing board. Now
so right now, Paris 6 ults, and it should be a good fight here because if they're gonna waste all 6 ults, like. Now is the perfect time. You got 4 minutes remaining. That's a pretty good time back for Volskaya.
Yep. So
everyone's starting to go up high ground.
Yeah. So if I'm Paris here, I'm looking to shatter first, and then follow up with a Graviton at high noon. Now,
Fried has got 4 ults on their side, so it should be an interesting time. Big Graviton job both at the same time.
Everybody's
takes on
pressing
Fancy
Q.
and Esther takes on Cajun, and it's just a cleanup fight here now. Toad's on the point, Gluttony's up top, but he's going to get focused down by Mind Bales, and now we get to see the famous Dallas Fried stall, which is just famous from season 1 where they would just stall out teams and whittle away at their time back. As you see Fancy on the ball right now, gets charged by Ranger, gets taken out by Unbreakable.
Cajun on the monkey in.
Cajun's on the point right now, Firecracker getting ready for his time to shine on the stall. Is having a little bit of a scuttle right there with Mind Bales, and he gets taken out too. Toad's on the point right now, but gets taken out. Anarchy right now is just trying to make